hear me. I cannot believe so many people are in here already. Let me know if you can hear me, because we know that's always a fun thing. PA's in here. Hey, what's going on? It's been a while. So we have Tom. Hello, welcome. I'm gonna lower the music a little bit too. Pretty quiet. Okay, thank you. Let's see. How about now? It's always like my gain is too low, I think. Hi, Danny. Nice to meet another Danny. That's so funny. My middle name is Marie, too. We're like sisters. How are you? Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. So last time when I was adjusting the gain, I was doing it from my little Scarlet solo thing. I forgot what it's called. The word escapes me. But I realized today, I was like, oh, I can just do the volume right from Streamlabs. So it's perfect. But it's nice to see you, PA. We talked about you a few streams ago. We were saying how we missed you and we haven't seen you in a while. Yes. Sometimes he's like, oh, Danny, and then I forget. I'm like, me or no? But he calls me Queenie, so it's Sylvia, what's going on? Hello. Wolfie, hello. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. So my official birthday is on the 20th, but that's a Monday, and Little Dreadful is going to be home with me for 3 days because it's Martin Luther. Every time my birthday falls on a Monday, I usually have Martin Luther King Jr. Day off, so it's kind of cool because I get the day off. So Baby Dreadful has the day off with us too. But I was actually just going to take him out of school anyway because I wanted to celebrate my birthday with him. So win-win. Oh, nice. Of course he talks about you. All good things, Danny. Yeah, I've been busy with work and I mod for a Twitch streamer. That's pretty cool. You're all, oh yeah, I think we had that conversation, PA, a few weeks ago, how you're working third shift, so. I was trying to savor my coffee, but it was so good. I just kind of drank the whole thing and I was really sleepy, so I wanted to be alive and awake. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. Yeah, so tonight I have a game because we always play games on this channel, right? So we're gonna do a game that has to do with all Aquarius questions. So technically I am a Capricornius, as I think we came up with that in the chat last stream. So I'm like right on the cusp. But I consider myself more of an Aquarius because I'm very free thinker kind of thing, you know. But then the Capricorn in me is a very hard worker. But tonight, for the sake of the game, we're going to play a quiz game with Aquarius questions. And then we're going to do, not really a raffle, but I'm just going to ask a question. And whoever gets the number right will win a free copy of Tom Keithley's audiobook, which he so generously let us have for the live stream tonight. So I'm very excited about that. Josie, oh my goodness, hello. It's been so long. I haven't seen you. How are you doing, love? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see all these older faces, but you know, they've been through it with me since the beginning, so very cool. Check out the pasta wiki, lots of stuff in there. In case, well, if I'm working on finding the motivation to come back, I need to find a story first. Yeah, you know, true Reddit stories are like where it's at right now. I feel like I kind of changed up my entire vibe right now. I'm trying to, I guess, be more like storytelling instead of just like reading. It's hard to explain. You'll see. It's been my last couple of videos is kind of how I'm doing my new format, but yeah, it's been fun. I'm having a lot more fun with my channel again. I will say that. I was motivated literally every single day this week I was in my studio after work. I mean, well, after Little Dreadful went to sleep. So it's like I was Danielle from 8 to 5, and then I was Mama from 5 to 7, and then from like 7 to 11 I was Danny Dreadful. And that's how it used to be, minus the mom part. I would always work 8 to 5, and then after work just grind. And I have not had the, I don't know, the motivation, or I don't know, I kind of lost it. I was kind of getting bored with my channel, to be honest, and now I'm revamping it. Tom is helping me write some amazing, like, I read through the Tower script today. I was like, gosh, so good. He's helping me write some scripts to do some like haunted locations and things like that, because that's kind of where my passion is. I love learning about haunted history and history in general, so make it paranormal, right? Let's see. I may be in your shadows, but I'm always here, Danny. You know I love you. Aw, thanks, PA. I appreciate that. Whoever wins is gonna love it. Yes, absolutely. Sorry, like, I'm kind of just all face tonight. I wanted to get my banner in there, and the way my camera was angled, I'm like, well, I don't want you to see all the top, and so it's just, this is my face tonight. I mean, sometimes, I don't know, it's close up. Hey, Laura, Candy Apple, how are you? Wow, we have like all the OGs in here tonight. This is great. Danny, do you ever do viewer ghost stories? I have a plethora of experiences. Yes, absolutely. That is the vibe I'm trying to go in. Why do I keep saying vibe? Sorry, guys. I can't think of words tonight. It's been a day. But yeah, that would, I love doing true stories and ghost encounters, paranormal encounters. So please send them my way if you have them. And what I'll do is, like, I'll put it together in a script, and then it'll be like a true encounter story. I just did that actually for my Texas, true haunted Texas stories that I just did. There was a girl who reached out to me on TikTok, nonetheless. I can't believe TikTok's going away. I just got on TikTok, but anyway. So she reached out to me, and she's like, hey, like, she saw my coffee reels that I've been doing, and she's like, I have a ton of experiences in, what was it, the Methodist Children's Home in Waco, Texas, so can I give them to you? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So she just kind of gave me the story, like wrote it down for me, and then I just put it into a script, and then I told it in my own tone. So that's the word I was looking for, tone, not really vibe. But yeah, so definitely send them over. Anybody. I know PA, I think you had a few because you live in Pennsylvania, and Gettysburg is like so haunted. Let's see. You should look into the Gettysburg. Oh, yeah. You're literally. The lore and stories go hard and are scary as fuck. Yeah, that's so funny. I wasn't even reading the chat, and exactly, Gettysburg. I sent her your email. Got you. Thanks so much, Tom. Thank you. For Texas stories, you should look into the battlefields revolving around the wars of Texas and independence. Yes, very, very true, Lone Wolf. There was one story that I did. Which one was it? Was it the Magnolia? It might have been Victoria. No, that was the Stagecoach. There was one I did, and they were actually like battlegrounds, and then they built over it. So clearly there's going to be a lot of history there. I'm pretty sure it was Victoria's Swan Inn. I'm pretty sure that's the one it was. But if you want to find out, go watch my video, guys, because I see all of you in here. Did you all watch the video? I'm just kidding. But it'd be nice if you watched the video. Also, Danny, you should look at Insta. I sent you a DM on my new tattoo. It's amazing. I will absolutely do that after stream, PA. That's so cool. I actually was in the market for a new tattoo, and then I wanted to get it around Halloween, and then I ended up just not getting it. But I have an idea of what I want, so. Quiz them on the Texas video, dude. I would fail if I quizzed them. It's so insane. It's like my brain can only handle so much information at once. And when I'm into the story and I'm narrating it, I'm so into it and just like, yeah, this is great. And then if someone gave me a quiz on it, I'd be like, oh, I don't remember. But the Children's Methodist Church, I definitely remember. That one was insane. But I don't want to give too much away because there's a lot of good stories on that video. So you guys should take a listen. Let's see. What it or else? What's that mean, PA? I think there might be a typo. I did that one, Lone Wolf. That is literally the one that I did. And go watch the video and you'll see. That was the one that I was talking about. It wasn't the Victoria's Inn. It was that one. I remember because I had to Google how to pronounce it and YouTube it because I didn't want to say it incorrectly. Wolf sent it to you as well. Oh, watch it or else. Oh, thank you. I'm just kidding. Wolf, it just came out like a day ago. You're fine. I'm just kidding. But it was a really good video. It was really fun to do because I did it in the style that I actually want to be taking my videos, like in that route. It was really fun. I had a little guidance from a few different creators and they were super helpful. What Lurks Beneath actually made my thumbnail, so I forgot to put that in the description. So that was pretty cool. He helped me out there. I really like the thumbnail too. It's like, I think it was eye-catching. Ew, Twitch, LOL. I'll threaten your audience. I'm PA Nightmares. I am the fear. You have to get more videos out. I know, it's so hard. Like, once you lose motivation for your channel, it's kind of hard to get back into it. And I 100% get that. But you just got to, find a niche that you're really passionate about. And I promise you, it gets so much easier. It's just, when I was doing the true Reddit stories, I actually started really liking the channel again, being like, oh, this is super creepy. And I do really enjoy the creepypasta, don't get me wrong, but I don't think my audience was really into it. So I'm like, all right, let me change it up. Let me see if I can bring in some more different, oops, I almost spilled my coffee. Get a broader audience. So I started with the true stories and scouring Reddit, and now I'm just kind of looking for different cases and things like that now. Yeah, I remember you saying that you don't like to do the true ones, and I was like that for a while, PA, definitely. I was like, oh, these don't hit. But honestly, like when I started really digging into Reddit, I was finding it a really good stories. It's just like I have a whole list. I made a list today to get myself organized because usually monthly what I'll do is I'll be like, all right, these are the stories that I want to cover. This is the length that I need them to be. So how many stories are going to give me that length if I'm doing like a, haunted locations or something, or some kind of objects, something, but yeah, it's all about finding what you want to do, being passionate about it, and then just like going for it. And also, PA, there's, our writer friends, reach out to them, be like, hey, you have anything in your library that I can read? I agree. So PA said, it's not that I don't like listening to the stories, I just prefer fiction stories because I can get sucked into them. I agree, yeah. I mean, when there's actually, well, there are a few fictional stories I'm still gonna do because I really love working with BD West and I love her work, and that's the same thing. Like, I could really just like get so sucked into her stories. I'm reading her second anthology now called The End, and it's phenomenal. Like, I just feel like I'm there. I get chills when I'm reading it. So yeah, you just gotta, like I said, you gotta find what you love to do and find a way to get your content out there, Hey, Outrum, thank you so much. Let's see. It's not that it. Lone Wolf said, I like listening to true stories, but I like reading creepypastas mostly because it's easier to read them than true stories. Yep, I get that. And that's why, yeah, I completely understand that. I'll DM you later, Lone Wolf, and give you a tip or two about, like, the true story stuff. Check out the Casual Criminalist. Okay. Josie said, fiction rarely scares me. Just personal preference. Yeah, it really depends on the story. But yeah, fiction does scare me too. But the personal, you know, the true stories, knowing that it actually happened to someone, that's what gives me chills. Here's another potential place in Texas, the Galvez Hotel in Galveston. Yep, I did that as a short, Lone Wolf. I love that one. That one, yeah, I did that one a while ago, actually. And that one was good. I think I'll probably, I don't know, Texas is just so rich in history. It really is. It just has such a crazy haunted history. I remember, I don't know, I think it was 2 years, yeah, it was 2 years ago on my live stream when I did the ghost hunting tour one, where we went on a ghost hunting tour and they like showed us all these creepy places in Louisville, Texas, and it was crazy. It was just, I don't know, you walk past this area and you just get like, you feel cold, and it was eerie. I loved it though. There's another one that I went to in Grapevine, which is another part of North Texas. That one was really cool too. And I learned that Bonnie and Clyde actually hit up one of the banks there. So that was a pretty cool little history lesson. There's a painting there of a famous Spanish general from the American Revolution, Bernardo de Galvez. He haunts the hotel. Yeah, totally. Also, I have a book of various ghost stories from Charleston, South Carolina, because you wanted some variety. That would be cool. Hey, Omar, what's going up? Would you like a piece of chocolate cake with Oreo icing? After the stream, 0. Thank you. Is that my birthday cake? Do I get candles? Hey, Outrum. And so before stream, I was hangry, like hangry, like, because I didn't really eat today. It was just a very hectic day, and all I had was like a few pieces of sashimi. That's literally like 100 calories, and a yogurt. So I was like, okay, I'll hold off until after stream. I can do it. And I was like, am I crazy? How am I gonna be alive if I can't even function right now? So Mr. Dreadful and I ordered some street tacos. Oh, they were so good. I think that's why I'm in such a good mood. My belly is full, and I have my coffee, my little sweet treat. You never ask a lady how old she is with Lone Wolf. I'm 36. It's yeah, exactly, Laura. Never ask a lady. No, I'm turning 36 on Monday. Today is just like, I start my weekend birthday. Yeah, I don't know, I was like not thrilled about it this year, but what are you gonna do? Another year, right? Feeling blessed. Okay, so we've been live for like 21 minutes. I guess we can start the game, the quiz. So, like, you know, in our game show fashion, I'm going to drop the questions into the chat, do a poll, and then you guys can choose your answer via the poll. Let me drag this over here. Okay, cool. Okay, so where's my poll thingy? Why not? Why can't I? Hold on. I'm not seeing the poll. That's not good. Okay, hold on. Well, if we can't do the poll, that's gonna be hard. So let's try. Let me just type something in the chat. Hi, chatty chat. Oh, I'm logged in as the wrong account. What in the world? Okay, hold on. I have that new channel now where I'm doing only my shorts on there, and it logged me as in a scare you awake, and I don't know why. That's not good. Nope, I'm in here as Danny Dreadful now. Okay, hold on, let's see. But it's still not letting me do the full. Hold on. Nope, it's still a scare you awake. Hold on. Ooh, this is always something, right, Danny? Always something. Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to figure something out real quick. Oh, that's me, Lone Wolf. That's just my other channel, and sign me in as that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to figure out how to I think I just actually, let me just go to my YouTube channel. This should be pretty easy to do. Yeah, that's it. Switch account. I just had like a moment where I was like, what is going on? Okay, so we should be good now. Let me go ahead and try this again. I forgot I had the 2 channels, so okay, that's me. There we go. It's me now again. Okay. All right, sorry guys. All right, so let's ask the question. So for those of you who weren't here earlier, we're going to play an Aquarius quiz game. So I'm going to be asking kind of scary-esque questions that have to do with Aquariuses. So I will drop them in the chat, and I'll also read them, and then you guys can vote on which one it is. Okay. Alright, so first let me just read the little intro here. Okay. It's like not okay. Okay. The Aquarius is known as the water bearer, deeply curious and inventive, but tonight the stars align in a haunting way. Each question you answer wrong pulls you closer to the ethereal abyss. Ethereal. I can't say that word. I always get that word wrong. Closer to the abyss, where lost souls reside. Can you guys help me escape before midnight? Okay, so basically, we're setting up 10 spooky questions. Each question has 2 to 4 options, and okay, we're just gonna skip all that. We're just gonna do it how we normally do it. Okay. The Aquarius origin. Aquarius is connected to water and mystery. Which of these water-related hauntings is actually real? The Lady of White Rock Lake, the Ghost of Loch Ness Monster, the Ghost of Loch Ness, the Phantom Sailor of Chesapeake Bay, the Mermaid of the Baltic Sea. And I will drop all of these in the chat, so just bear with me for one moment. Hey there, Skibbity. What is that? Hey Cody, what's going on? We're playing an Aquarius quiz game, but in the style of creepy. Okay, so let's find this. I'm just copying and pasting. I'm getting faster with this copying and pasting after doing it 3 times of my last streams. So I think I actually I want to know about this mermaid story though. Okay. Must contain between 1 and 35 characters. Ooh. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, guys, so I dropped it in the chat. I'll load the next questions in so I don't take 90 hours to get this in. But yeah, so these are your options. And this one's just for fun. We'll play the raffle for Tom's book after this. So I'll do it at the end, so this way you all have to stay. Just kidding. But I will do it at the end, because why not? Let's see. All right, so far we have 56% for the Lady of White Rock, or yeah, White Rock Lake. Okay, so we have 9 votes in. Okay, I'll give it a few more seconds. Oh, that's right, I can't start the poll until this one's done. Okay, I'll give it like 2 more seconds, because I see there's 12 people in there and we have 9 votes. Oh wait, do we have 10 votes? Now we have 10 votes. All right, gonna go ahead and end the poll. If you said A, the Lady of White Rock Lake, you are correct. And feel free to shout out your answers in the chat too. It's very interactive. We like to have a good time in here. Okay, so the next one is about a serial killer, the Zodiac, because Zodiac, Aquarius. Okay. Aquarians are thinkers, but can they crack a mystery? The infamous Zodiac killer sent cryptic letters to police. What was the name of the first solved cipher? Was it... This is going to be a complete guess for me, because I'm not very familiar with the Zodiac killer. But is it... I'm just going to drop them in the chat, because they're all codes. So... Let's go. Create a poll. There we go. Too long. What? Too many. Oops. I hate when it's like, oh, there's too many words. Like, but there's a long question. Ooh. Dang, Omar. That's a good dang, by the way. So, I think you guys should listen to Omar. So, as I'm doing this, funny story, Little Dreadful really likes this version of the ABC song on Miss Rachel, and it's really good. Like, I even sing it now. It's Pentatonics, you know that band, and so every morning now when he wakes up, like, he'll hug me, give me his hug, you know, I'll get his diaper changed, and he goes, ABC, because he wants to hear the ABC song. We listened to it 12 times this morning before school because he just kept saying ABC. But it was great because, like, he actually, usually he just says ABC, and he did ABCD today, and I was like, good for you. And then when it got to H and they said hot, he goes, ha, like, it's hot, like, because they go H, hot, ha. And I was so proud of him. It was just such a, like, proud mama moment. But he's getting really good with his alphabet. He's already, you know, he's, what, 17 months, and he knows ABCD. So, and then when he saw the dog, he went, dog, which was good. Oh, no, not dog. It was the car. He saw a car, and he was like, car. He doesn't really know dog yet. He just thinks that Anakin means dog, but he says that Anakin. He is learning. He's a little... I know, yes. ABC and Twinkle Little Star is the same song, just swapped lyric. I know. Tom, I'm gonna send you it. I'm gonna send you the the Ms. Rachel song. It's a bop, I swear. I was sitting there, I'm like, okay, this is good, but you know, hi Sylvia. Yeah, I was really proud of him because he's really a sponge right now, so he's just taking everything in. But what was the other one? I think it was S. So he doesn't know all of them yet, but he's getting there. And in school, like, that's all they do is all day is like they color and they learn numbers and letters and farm animals. And he colored a blue fish today, and it was so cute. It was just like on a paper plate, and it's just like all over the plate. I love it. I keep all his drawings. Every week we get like 5 drawings because he's in school for 5 days. So we get all the drawings. I have a folder with all his drawings, and I'm just like, I can't wait to see them progress or get worse. I mean, if he's anything like me, he won't be an artist, but if he's anything like my husband, he will definitely have the art gene. So let's hope he has like the best of both worlds. Ooh, okay, so it looks like we're all done with the poll, and if you chose A, Z408, you are correct. Zodiac. So Josie said, the history behind Zodiac Killer is fascinating. It is. I haven't actually dug deep into that one. I saw the Bailey Sarian episode, of course, but I don't really remember it. I've watched so many cases. Thank you, Sylvia, said so sweet, Danny. Zodiac and Son of Sam are 2 of the ones I love sinking my teeth into, and do that, Queenie. We'll totally listen to it and then complain about you getting it stuck in my head. You right, and that is art. That's true. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I meant like art, like drawing. I can't draw stick figures. Like it's pretty bad. And know what's really funny? In the 3rd grade, I actually won a contest for best poster for Halloween. We were doing it was like I got like most creative or something, and it was drawn pretty well. I used to go to an art camp during the summer because my grandmother worked there, so we got into for free, which was cool. So it was a performing arts and art camp, and we would do drawings and dance and singing, and we'd have a big performance at the end of the year, and then we would show our artwork. So I always had a lot of fun when we were doing the sculptures and things like that. But the most fun I had was when I was singing and doing the actual, like, you know, singing and dancing and acting performances. And you know what's, like, interesting? I had, like, a core memory the other day thinking about this. So I didn't really know where Emmy, my cat Emmy's name came from. I know, like, my husband's license plate at the time was EMY, and I just like, oh, Emmy, that's cute. So that's where I named her. And then I remember one of my very first roles that I ever took, I was playing a Southern girl, and her name was Emmy Lou. I was like, oh, maybe that like stuck in my head somewhere, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna name my cat Emmy because that was my first role, and she is my first cat, or first pet, first fur child. Sylvia says she's not very artistic, but she's crafty. Being crafty is really good. That I learned. A few of my friends and I planned my best friend's baby shower last week, and there was a balloon arch involved. I'm not good with balloon arches. I learned that, but the 2 other ladies that were helping were just like, yep, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. And I was so impressed with them. I tied the favors, and I helped with all the other stuff. But when it came to the balloon arch, I'm like, I don't know how to do this. But I watched them. It was pretty cool. Exactly. I would say crafty is just another form of art. Look at Tom. He's like being our cheerleader over here saying, no, we're all creative. Ted Bundy fascinates me because I live near Seattle. Ooh, yeah. Ted Bundy, I've watched so many documentaries on him, and I just can't hear you discount your artistic. I loved your cookie story. Oh yeah, that was a fun one. And oh yeah, speaking of, I guess I'll like shout this out. So if you guys want a copy of, I put it in the plastic because I'm very proud of my work. This is the first time as an adult that I've been published in a magazine. So I wrote a short story. It's actually a narration on my channel, and it is called A Good Boy, and it's about a dog and a serial killer. So if you want to listen to this, or I might actually, I don't know, it's such an old one, but anyway, so someone had reached out to me, and he was like, hey, do you you know, he's heard my work on my channel, I guess, and asked if I had anything that I could submit. So I submitted that story because it was one of my favorite stories that I've ever written. And yeah, so I got published, and I thought that was really cool. It's in this magazine. The website is mcbookpublishing.com. So I posted it on my Instagram, so if you guys want a copy of it, if you want to purchase a copy, it's beautiful. The comic book itself is beautiful. Like, I was going through it, and I didn't want to, like, mess it up, so I put it back in the, you know, the plastic and everything. But I was pretty proud of myself because I feel like this year I'm finally back to being creative. Derek Weber! There it is. Thank you. Thank you. I was just talking about my published work. So pretty cool. So Derek, if you're staying, we're playing a game, of course, because it wouldn't be a Danny stream without a game, right? So we are playing a quiz game revolving around Aquariuses. Aquariusi, the plural of Aquarius. Yes, I'm a writer, I swear. But they're like creepy questions. So with that being said, we'll go into our next question. But thank you so much for that. I liked it. Let's see, can I... Here we go. So it's so funny. I was telling Derek the other day. So one of my boss's names is Derek, but he doesn't spell it the true Derek way. Okay, first I'll tell the story, then we'll go back into the quiz. So he doesn't spell it the real Derek way, which is the D-A-R-E-K, because that's how I've learned to spell it now. So I was in a meeting for him taking notes, and every time I typed out his name, I was writing it this Derek's way, and I was just cracking up the whole time. I was like, stop it. I'm telling my brain D-E-R-E-K, and I'm like, that's not, why am I spelling it wrong every single time? Oh, Omar, thank you so much, guys. Aquarian. Yes, you are right. You are right, Aquarian. Thank you so much, Keegan. Thanks for being here. Oh, thanks, Omar. Amazing. Thank you guys so much. That is coffee money. Oh, I get free Starbucks. Now, I haven't had Starbucks in forever since I've been doing my own coffee at home. Okay, sorry. I'll stop talking. Back to the game now. Okay, so... Ooh, okay. Haunted Aquarius traits. Aquarians. Yup. It was right there in front of my face. Aquarians are known for their detachment and rebellious nature. Which horror movie villain fits that description? Is it A, Michael Myers, B, Samara Morgan, The Ring, C, Jigsaw, D, Patrick Bateman, American Psycho? I'll go ahead and drop it in the chat. So what are you guys doing this weekend to celebrate my birthday? Are you guys all gonna eat cake? You should all eat cake. I request that you eat cake. I'm excited. Mr. Dreadful got me a cake. Okay. Which horror movie villain? Okay, the way it's worded, it's not gonna fit, so let me just like schmooze it up a little bit. Is detached and just working myself to death. No, that's not fun. Detached and rebellious. And I spelled detached wrong. Ugh. I did that this week, Cody. Don't do it. Take a little bit of a break. I really want to watch a horror movie tonight. Oh, you guys know what's on tonight that I'm going to watch? I forgot. Mr. Dreadful and I said after this, we're going to watch it. Sorry. Were you guys watching? There's this documentary about this family who like adopted this girl, and her name is Natalia Grace, and they're like, she's not really her age. They kept like telling people like, oh, like the first, I think there are two of them. The first two were so heart-wrenching. So basically what happened was there's this girl, and she was born with a disease. She was from overseas. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was maybe Slavia. I can't think of where she was from. But anyway, she's from overseas, and she came to Florida to become because her mother gave her up for adoption, and she was put in a home in Florida. So she gets adopted by this family. The mother's like supposed to be like super loving, like the father's like very invested. They love this little girl. They're really excited to take her home. They take her home, and apparently she's a nightmare. She's pretty much what The Orphan was based off of. It's pretty much that story. Like, they were saying how she wasn't her age. There were things about her that were just off, that she came into their bedroom one night with a knife, trying to kill them. And then it kind of became, like, it kind of unraveled that the mother, or the adoptive mother, was very abusive, and she made up a lie and made a doctor sign off and say that this girl was 21 years old when in fact she was 9. I don't know how. I don't know what part to believe. It's a very weird story, but basically what happened was she is now living by herself because the adoptive parents don't want her. They have a court document stating that she's older than what she is. She's 21 years old. Here's my thing though. She was disabled. That was the thing. She had dwarfism disease. Some kind. I don't want to say dwarfism. I'm not sure exactly what the disease is, but it's a disease that she had, and she can't take care of herself. She, it was crazy that they were just like, oh yeah, she's 21. They got her own apartment, left her alone to fend for herself, knowing full well she's not 21 years old. So they basically left a 12-year-old by herself. The story is insane. It's insane. They even reached out to the real mother, and she gave the date when she was born, and they're like, no, she's not 21. She's 12 or however old she is. But now she's in her 30s. I think she's like 31 now. But the story, regardless of if she was evil or whatever, it's wild, and it made me sick to think that just because you don't want this little girl or this adult that you adopted, you're gonna just let her live by herself. How do you do that? Just, they're like, oh, the orphanage wouldn't take her back. I don't know who to believe. I don't know the whole story, but just knowing that she was disabled in some way and just not taking care of her or not giving her the proper means of a way to live just pissed me off, and I hate the adoptive parents. Yeah, it's on, let me see. Let me stop the poll. I went on a rant, sorry. Okay, so what is the answer? Oh, nobody chose the right answer. Okay, so the right answer is actually Jigsaw. I didn't put Jigsaw. Sorry, guys. That was my bad. Okay, we'll say Patrick Bateman. You guys are right. Sorry. Sorry. That's a story I want to dive into. It's really interesting, and at first, the way I feel like the way it was kind of set up was they were trying to make it look like Natalia Grace was the enemy. And then you listen in a little bit more to the story, and you're like, that doesn't make sense. But like I said, regardless, whether she was an adult or not, she did not know how to take care of herself. So I just thought that was disgusting. And I think the mother, Christine, might be in jail. I'm not sure. But the third part is out tonight. I think it came out last week, but I was waiting to watch it. And I'm going to devour that and just... But it's so dramatic, too. The adoptive dad, he's like over the freaking top. Like, take it down several notches. This is not a Broadway play. He was all over the place. The first one, he was like using his hands and being like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Like, you guys have to watch it. It's in that part's kind of funny because it's like, bro, calm down. But hey Creeper Nick, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think The Orphan was based on that. Yeah, exactly. Sylvia says that's heartbreaking. Oh my god, that sounds so interesting. Wow, intense. Don't say it, Queenie. It's a track. Let the meat cake. I like pie. I like pie too. I like any kind of sweets. Sorry, I'm like reading everything right now. I treated myself to Starbucks yesterday. I don't get it often. What did you get from Starbucks? Let me know. Oh, what are your favorite drinks from Starbucks? I don't even know what to get. I think I'm gonna get a probably just do like an iced chai. An iced chai, dirty chai for my my free drink. I'll do like I don't know though. I'm trying like not to drink like too much sugar. We'll see. Okay. So sorry I messed up that question. We're moving on to the next one. Okay. Water is life, but it's also death. In 1959, hikers mysteriously died near water in the Ural Mountains. What is the name of this incident? Okay. Oh, I think I know this one. Yes, I was right. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to look at the answer. I knew this one. Okay. Okay, let's see if this one will fit. I'm trying to make it so that it's like telling me it's too long still. Okay, let me try to make it less. Okay. But yeah, so that yay, I got to fit the year in there too. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what I'll be watching tonight after the stream. Oh my goodness, Furberries, hello. How are you? It has been, I think it's been like over a year, maybe even 2 years. All my OGs are in here. This is amazing. How are you? How's the channel going? Sorry, I'm putting in some. So we're doing a little game. We're playing, like, I'm putting all of it in the chat right now. So I put the question and then the answers in the chat. This time I'll put all the answers in the chat and the correct answer. Wait, I'm missing one. Oh my gosh. Oh, I am missing one. Okay. Let me just take that off then. But yeah, there's just been so many weird instances, but I love stuff like that and deep diving, and I think my husband and I just went down a rabbit hole after watching that. It's just so sad. I don't know. Like I said, why do people have to suck? Okay, there we go. Okay. It's been a while. I haven't been able to record in a year. Oh no. That's kind of like what PA was saying too. I hope you can get back to it though. What have you been up to besides living life? Oh, this was so good. It's a little watery now. So last year, I also had this banner, this happy birthday banner, but I don't think you could even see it last year. I got some balloons too, but they're like, it matches my shirt. I had a theme in my mind. I had it all like going. All right, we got 3 votes in. We need 7 more. Oof, why don't I know how to... Okay. So we have... Okay, so we have one more question and then a riddle. Fun. Just trying to live life. My hair is purple. Awesome. My hair is no longer purple. Look at that. We switched. And thank you so much. Yeah, I'm like, I like, I don't know. I wasn't, like I keep saying, I wasn't like super excited about my birthday this year, but I'm glad I decided to do a live stream at least. Because I think in real life on Monday, which is my actual birthday, I think Baby Dreadful, Papa Dreadful, not Papa Dreadful, we don't call him Papa Dreadful, Mr. Dreadful, and I will all go out to lunch or something, because I wanted to go see The Wolf Man, but it's definitely not appropriate for a baby, and I would never do that. I would never bring my baby into an adult movie where he could start crying. Well, he's not really a baby anymore, but he's at that age where if he's bored, he'll start crying. So I think we'll skip the movie and I'll wait for that to come out. But I really like that actress who's playing, was it Julie Garner? She's such a good actress, and she was in Ozark as Ruthie, and like some of her lines just live rent free in my head all the time. So she's a great actress. She's actually playing the female, well, they're doing a gender swap for Silver Surfer, and she's playing Silver Surfer. I don't know how excited I am about that, but well, it is what it is. Oh, you're totally fine. I haven't seen The Wolfman, but I've heard things get pretty hairy during the movie. You have to go see The Wolfman, Lone Wolf. It's your ancestry and stuff. Okay, cool. So it looks like, yeah, Cody said yes from Ozark. Yeah, she was so good. Like, Ruthie is crazy, man. I didn't like her ending. I felt they could have made it better. Okay, guys, if you chose the Yatlov Pass incident, you are correct. Sorry if I said that wrong. Is it Dyatlov? I loved Ozark. I don't watch TV in over a year. That's good. I honestly feel like a lot of the reason why I wasn't recording was because I was getting into all these shows, and like stupid shows too. Guys, I was obsessed with Love is Blind. Do you guys know what that show is? It was dumb. I think is it Noetic and I think Noetic and I talked about this. I'm not sure if it was, no, it was another one of my friends on Instagram, Dark Artist, and she and I always, when the Love is Blind premieres come out and stuff, we would just send each other memes like it was nobody's business. But my goodness, that show was the dumbest time suck of my life, and I'm like, why did I even bother watching it? Because you know these people are just going on there to get famous, or like social media, you know, influencer famous. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay. Okay. Actually, so this is... Oh, no, here. We do have another question. Okay. In Greek mythology, Aquarius is connected to the cupbearer. Which Greek god abducted the cupbearer? A. Zeus, B. Poseidon, C. Hades, D. Apollo. I will drop that in the chat. Okay, there we go. Hello, Angel. I was looking for you in the chat. How are you, girly? How you doing? Okay. So, Goth Mommy, hello. What's going on? What's going on? I guarantee you guys were at Rocky's premiere, right? I didn't know he was doing a premiere at the same time. I would have moved mine if I knew that. But he told me, he's like, oh, that's the time of my premiere. I was like, oh, I'll be streaming for a couple of hours, so we're good. But I'm thinking, Don't be sorry. Heck no. Do never apologize for supporting another creator. Rocky's like one of my very best friends in the in I was gonna say in the world, but that's weird. In the YouTube world. But yeah, no, when he told me, I felt kind of bad. I was like, shoot, I should have moved my stream either up or, but no. Gamma, hey, what's going on? Yeah, no, Rocky's like amazing. He actually, guys, he made me a new intro today, actually. So, but okay. A, Zeus, B, Poseidon, C, Hades, D, Apollo. Okay, got them all. Okay, so we're playing a game. It's basically scary Aquarius questions, kind of. I don't know how to, it's just, I know he really is so talented. Like, the emotion he puts into his videos, it's just phenomenal. He's one of my favorite creators, I'll be honest. Like him, Derek, Booze and Booze, all of them. Oh, AJ, Noetic, Lone Wolf, PA, like, man, it's so cool because I feel like each one of us brings something completely different to a story, and that's why I really like collabing with them too. Miss Bukaria, thank you so much. Thank you. She is a Time Lord from the future. She's actually, she's in Saturday. She's in Saturday already. What time is it there for you, lady? Rob C, thank you so much. Thank you, Rob. Really appreciate that. You guys are so sweet. I'm having so much fun tonight. Okay. Let's see. That was my guess. Everyone who's guessing Hades, that's going to be my guess too. Nearly 2 p.m. Oh, okay. Wow. You are really in the future. You're a whole day in the future. Like, I always, whenever I'm like talking to a lady, I usually just like do a quick Google, like, what time is it in Australia? But no, that's awesome. But yeah, so like I was saying, when in doubt in Greek myths, always blame Zeus. Bravo, you're correct, actually. All right, I'm gonna end the poll because Laura got it right. It's it is Zeus. But yeah, that is true. Have you guys watched what's it called? Chaos? I think that's the name of the show, Chaos, on Netflix. That's done pretty well for a Greek mythology show. I would say it's done pretty well. Zeus is kind of a douche. Oh, that rhymed. Zeus is a douche. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not saying that. Sorry, Zeus. Don't strike me, please. Yeah, in the show Chaos, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. He is like really just the worst. It's like, well, obviously he's a god. He's the god, so of course he's gonna be that. Guys, I haven't drank any water this whole stream. Let me have some water. Hold on. I prefer my Yeti. I have one Stanley, but it was gifted to me, and I sometimes use it like if I'm going out to the gym or something, but I prefer my Yeti. I feel like it really does keep everything so much colder, and it's purple. This was a gift from my very best friend. She is such a good gift giver. So for my birthday this year, she's actually the one I threw the baby shower for. Well, helped throw the baby shower for. And so she's about to pop, you know, and I told her, like, don't get me anything this year. She texted me and she's like, special delivery, like, as I was working, and she dropped something by, and she dropped off the most beautiful thank you gift from for helping throw with the shower. And that's where, if you guys saw my new coffee reel with the pour over, that's where the box came from. Like, I have never seen such quality. Oh, and like this blanket came with it. I'm like wrapped up in this blanket, and next time I do a cozy stream, I'm probably just gonna like wear this whole blanket and just be like, this is my stream. But man, it was just so beautiful. It's like the mug came with it, the spoon, like the golden spoon, a pour over kit, which now I feel like I need a pour over set. So I did add that to my like list of things that I want. I have a list of coffee stuff. Oop, hiccup, sorry. I have a list of like coffee things that I really want. Let's see. It's weird how all the gods are pretty bad except for Hades, yet Hades is villainized because he's Lord of the Underworld. Isn't that right? You know, in every show, the adaptation of Hades is always just like, he's just a guy who lives in the underworld, you know? But, you know, there's this sleep channel I listen to, because I don't know, sometimes I can't listen to horror stuff when I'm going to sleep. It just will freak me out. So, like, just once in a while, if I mean, I do listen to it at night, but for the most part, I've switched over to listening to Greek mythology. And there's this channel, it's called Sleep Pod. And this guy, his name is Arith, and he has such a soothing, calming voice. And he just, like, tells the stories of all the Greek goddesses and the gods. And the other night I listened to the Hades Persephone story, and I was like, oh, what a story. Apollo was not a bad god. No, Apollo was not. Yep, exactly. Yep, that was what I was just talking about. Lone Wolf, the Hades and Persephone, like, he loves her. I like Athena okay, but I hold the Medusa thing against her was kind of a dick move on her part. You know, so actually, I was really, really against that. With the whole Medusa thing. I love Medusa. Like, that was actually the first costume, couple's costume that Mr. Dreadful and I ever did together, was Medusa and Perseus. Great costume. I made it myself. What was I saying? Yeah, so apparently, like, Medusa was very full of herself. Like, she wouldn't even put down a mirror. Like, she was just like, I'm the most beautiful in all the land. So, I don't know. If you listen to the Sleep Pod story, you might change your mind about her. But, I mean, yeah, it was still really messed up what she did. She shouldn't have done that. Psh. You know, like, it's not a nice thing to do. It reminds me of the Disney Hercules movie. How are things in the underworld? Oh, the usual. A little dark, a little gloomy, and hey, full of dead people. Hecate is my favorite personally. Nice. I really... I don't know. There's so many. I do love, like, the Persephone story, and it's just so cool. It's like, this is why we have spring, and this is why we have winter. Like, you know, it's all, you know. I want to read up more on Greek mythology. I was actually going to start a Greek mythology. I'm not going to because I cannot possibly put another thing on my plate. But I did want to do a Greek mythology story channel at one point. And then I was just like, nah, I can't take anything else on. I was a little put off when first heard that Hades was Persephone's uncle, yet he loved her amazing. Yeah, I mean, that's back in the day for you, and Greek gods, they didn't do anything. I love Cheyenne Jackson as Hades. I don't know. That was a little bit... Okay. I know one movie fantasy where Medusa is redeemed. Ooh. What? Which movie is it, Cody? Drop it in the chat. Oh, Angel, I missed this one. I missed a few, so I'm going to go back and read them. Okay. Lady said, sorry, Tom was typing. Sorry, Tom, hello, I was typing. It's okay, you know I love you, girl. Oh, Nyx. I was Nyx for Halloween 2 years ago. That was a cool costume. I really had fun making that costume. Apollo was not... Okay, I think it's... Angel said, I think it's because people fear death and think darkness is evil when it's just the opposite of light. That's a good point. Voyage of the Unicorn 2001. I'll have to look into that. I think I caught up with it. No. PA had said he got a new tattoo. It's Apollo themed. That's really awesome. And the ancient world. Okay. Nope. I'm skipping ahead. Sorry. Goth Mommy said, love the story of Arachnid in the ancient world. That kind of thing wasn't uncommon. Weird for us, normal for them. Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. Love the story of Arachnid. Ooh. I have to listen to that one or read that one. I'm not familiar with that one. See, this is why I love these chats. It's so fun. I'm like, I'm reading through. Sorry if I'm like skipping anybody. I'm like trying to think and then talk and read at the same time. I just got a new set of runes made of bone. I'll have to give you a birthday reading. That's so cool. Laura, I see it spelled that way more. Let me see. I do too, yeah. Wait, I think Laura. Yeah. Hecate. Hecate is pretty good. Okay. Oh, okay, so they spelled it two different ways. I do see it normally how Angel spelled it. So I didn't know that was the Roman way. That's really good to know. If you like non-horror stories for sleep, I will channel for you. I would send you the Insta. Thank you so much. I would love that. I was just saying I listen to Sleep Pod when I'm not in a horror type of mood. Especially, so actually I found Sleep Pod a few years ago. DM me on Monday if I forget. I will. So Mr. Dreadful had gone on a business trip, and this is before Little Dreadful was even, a twinkle in our eye. So I was home alone, and I don't do well when I'm home alone. It's just, to me, it's scary. I don't like it. I hate it. So I couldn't fall asleep, and I had COVID. So I was just like very much out of it, but I still had to take care of Anakin and the kitties. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to, not die. So I needed to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. And I was just browsing, and I was like, I can't listen to anything scary. And I remember I was trying to listen to Derek, because Derek's one of my favorites to listen to. He has like a very like calming type of voice. Let's Read as well. So I remember I was listening to Derek, and the story scared me, and it was like about being home alone, and I was like, come on, really? So I was like, I can't listen to this. And I started scrolling, and I was like, stories for sleep, or I said something like, maybe like, I don't know, sleep something. So I came across Sleep Pod, and it's like mythology stories for sleep. And then like the guy's like, hello, this is Arethe. And I was like, ooh, I like you, Arethe. So now I listen to that when I need to go to sleep. Or the other night I fell asleep to Bob's Burgers. Go figure. I try to like fall asleep to rain sounds just so my mind is turned off, But the cool thing about Sleep Pod is that they do a meditation at the beginning. So it's like you're in your bed, you're relaxed, and all this stuff, and you feel just like one with the bed. Let me see. I love how they didn't touch Apollo's name, but pretty much everyone else got rebranded by the Romans. I didn't know that. That's really cool to know. I know I have to write notes on these chats because there's so much interesting information. Oh my gosh, Sylvia, you're going to be our designated channel member note taker. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I always find such good shows, such good TV stuff. No, I meant to say movies, shows and movies, but also just, Too Long Don't Read. She was talented weaver who challenged Athena. Athena wove the gods' majesty, while Arachne depicted the gods' amorous adventures which enraged Athena. Athena gets mad a lot. What is with this girl? Just kidding. But, oh man. Thank you for giving me the Cliff Notes versions. I will certainly be listening or finding a story on that. It's so cool. What was the other one that I was watching? I forgot. There was something else I was trying to watch. But I don't know why. I'm always like... Oh, that's right. In 6th grade, the whole history class that we had in 6th grade was like strictly Greek mythology. So I was actually Medusa that year too. But, obviously like a little girl version of Medusa, because the Medusa I did in my early 20s way different. Scandalous. Just kidding. Wasn't that bad. I mean, we went to a club, so it couldn't, it was a short dress. Anyways, so as soon as I like learned about Medusa, I was like, she's so cool. She's so badass. Like turning men to stone. Screw you guys. Like, so I really liked her. So once we learned about that. I remember we had to do, oh, it wasn't just Greek mythology though, it was also Egyptian. And I remember I was working on a group project with this one girl, and I didn't like her. We didn't like each other. She was really mean to me. And I just remember being like, oh, why did I get paired up with her? But we did it on, oh my gosh, the cat goddess, Beset? Yeah. So we did our project on that, and I was like obsessed with cats ever since then. So that's kind of where my love stemmed from. And then I got really into, you know, all the actual like kings and queens in history. Took a Western Civ class in college. I like history a lot. I feel like I need to know more about it, and I don't like talking about it too much because I, one, pronounce the names incorrectly, and two, I don't want to sound ill-informed, but I like to be corrected too. So if you guys have like channels that you watch for mythology, let me know. She petty, but she's smart. Athena. My friend, one of my very good friends, she named her daughter Athena, and I thought it was so pretty. That's her issue. The thing is, she's kind of too smart, and that kind of leads her to be... Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Romans were the first to steal someone's idea, change it a little bit, then pretend it's theirs. Seems that way. Okay. All right, so we have the final riddle, and it's like 9:09 now. I do want to like wind down tonight with Mr. Dreadful because I haven't seen him really all week. So actually, I did see him this week. We went to the gym together every day, which is great. I'm so proud of us. It's not like, it wasn't like, oh, new year, new us. It was, okay, let's get back to the gym because we skipped a month because of the holidays. But we were on a really good path for a while, and then we got sick. Oh, it was like 2 months. Yeah, we stopped going in November. I got sick. Baby Dreadful got sick. My husband got sick. It was just a reoccurring thing. So we kind of like just didn't go to the gym for a while because why are we going to bring that to the gym? So we just kind of jumped right back into it this week. And it wasn't like, yeah, January, we're going back to it. It was like, all right, like once things settle down, we'll get back to it. And just don't eat crazy. That's what we've been doing. But my triceps are on fire, and I know my legs are going to hurt because I did leg days 2 days ago. No, yesterday, which will be 2 days ago tomorrow. It's always like the second day that my legs hurt. Assets seen by some to be a vampire goddess in Egypt. They call that rebranding nowadays. They do. I had a dog named Athena. That's sweet. And yeah, she looked like a Greek goddess. Oh, hello, VD. I didn't see you come in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I was actually talking about your work in the beginning of the stream. So let's do this last question, which is a riddle, which is fun. And then talk a few more minutes, and then we'll head out and eat some cake because I'm not going to eat cake on stream. I actually should save it until Monday, but it's a party here all week. Okay, so I live in the shadows, drawn to the curious mind. I promise the truth, but leave terror behind. What am I? I will put this in the chat, and then I will give you the answer thingies. And oh yeah, and then after this we will do the raffle for Tom's audiobook. Because what is a birthday stream without a little giveaway, right? So I want to actually thank you, Tom, for supplying a prize for this evening. Okay. And there we go. Oh, my question's too long. Okay. I just had to take off the what am I, but what do you think it is? So, let's see. I'm trying to think. Trying to think like the best way to do this. Whoever gets the number right or something. Okay, so I don't want to do it as a poll because then I'm not going to be able to see who chose what. So what I'm going to do is after this, I'm going to ask a question regarding a number, and then I'll give you a, you know, like this is between, you know, 1 and 20 or something like that. And whoever chooses the right one or the closest without going over, you will win. That's how we'll do it. I'm good with riddles. Let's see. I think everyone got this one right, actually. Actually, no. 75% of you got it right. Okay, so I live in the shadows, drawn to the curious mind. I promise the truth, but leave terror behind. I am a secret. So if you chose secret, you are correct. Congratulations. All right, Price is Right style. Okay, so here we go. Okay, from between the numbers of 1 to 20, I'll write the question here too. Okay, so between the numbers of 1 through 20, what is my lucky number? And go. Okay. All right, let's see. So we've got Furberry saying, I'm gonna type them all, I'm gonna write them all down. And remind you, you can't go over. So if you go over, automatically, let's see. I'm just writing everyone's down. 13. So we got 2 for 13. That's a good guess. Sylvia. Okay. Oh, thank you, Tom. I was literally just going to say, well, if we have someone with the same number, if you want to change it from the one after you, because I would just choose the one, the one that came in first. There we go. Okay. All right. So if everyone is voted, if you chose 16, you are correct. But since, oh, Josie didn't go yet. Okay, sorry. So it's 16. That's the answer. And if you chose 16, you're correct. If we don't have a 16, we have 15, which is the closest. So PA and Lone Wolf, you are our winners. So congratulations. 16 has always been my lucky number. Anytime I would see 16, at an audition or something, like if I had, because you know in auditions you always get a number, and anytime I had 16 I'd always land the role, so it just automatically became my favorite number. Heck yeah, good job guys. But yeah, so we'll go till 9:30, so we got like 10 more minutes and then we'll wrap up. They are both in the US. I don't want to give out their locations, but PA Nightmare's a dead giveaway. I won't say where you're at, Wolfie. Thank you so much, Tom. I'll be checking my DMs and I'll get those codes out to you tonight. yeah, so I was kind of wondering why my hair, like what smells weird. I forgot I dyed my hair before streaming. I was working, and then I was like, I need to decompress. Like, I just had such a day at work, and I started the day off with like one meeting on my calendar, and I was like, that's doable. It's a Friday, one meeting, I can get through it. And then it was like another meeting, another meeting, another meeting, and I was like, this is not the Friday I wanted, but it's the Friday I got. So after my last meeting, I just messaged my boss and I was like, hey, is it cool if I just like log off a little bit early because I got all my work done, and I love to start my birthday weekend and give myself a little time to decompress. And he's like, yeah, absolutely, no problem. So I signed off. I took a 25-minute power nap, which I underestimate how good a power nap could be. Okay, I'm gonna read the chats. Okay, 17 is mine. That's great, Josie. 17's a great number too. Tom said he's on it. It doesn't matter for Amazon stuff. Fact. Reason I chose 15 is it's my sister's lucky number, and you remind me of my sister, so that fact is I was close is pretty cool. That's awesome. I'm gonna take off, but make sure to DM me on Monday. I will. Thanks so much for berries. It was great seeing you. Seriously, don't be a stranger. I need to remember to send you your B-Day color, Danny. I always send them to people. What is that? I want to know what that is. Yes, please do. That would be so cool. I think Angel and I were talking about. Was it Angel and I? No, it wasn't Angel and me. It was someone at work. We were just talking about our aura colors and something. It was pretty cool. Like we had a whole conversation about it. But there's this I'm very I can be like, this is why I can never be an influencer, because I get influenced too easily, like when I see pretty jewelry or something on Instagram. But there is this this necklace, and it's like, will you take the test and we'll send you a crystal of your color aura. And I thought that was pretty cool, and I was like so close to buying it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I go to a crystal shop over here in the DFW area, and whenever I buy crystals or things like that, I want to support small businesses. And this, I know this was probably a small business too, but I really like the crystal shop I go to, and I didn't want to be like, I'm cheating on you with this. So birthday color is really cool. I'm excited. Oh, Angel, my B-Day is next month. I wonder what my color is. I have a book for B-Day color. It has a description for every day. That's amazing. That's so cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. Gosh, I learned so much in these streams, guys. Oh, let me unpin that. I have to start pinning. Not that you guys ever do this at all. Oh, you know who wasn't here tonight? Phantom. I hope he's okay. I think he might have had some kind of gig for something. I know he lost his voice. But, sorry, got distracted. But I have to start pinning just like rules of, just to be courteous and things like that at the top of my chat. You guys are always perfect, but you know, sometimes we'll get like random people in here that we don't know, and if they're disrespectful, it's like, and we've never had that problem yet, so knock on wood. The only weird thing that happened to me was oh man, it was like one of my first streams. I remember I was not in the best mood that night. I didn't want to stream. I forced myself to stream. The nights that like I forced myself to stream usually don't go as well as the nights like tonight, where I'm like really lively and excited. Not that I've been forcing myself at all this time, like this go around. If I feel burnt out though, I am gonna be like, all right, I need to take a pause. But I've been having so much fun with you guys. So there was one, and it was just like a random person. Pretty sure it was like a teenager or something. She just kept coming in and just asking me, how old are you? And I'm like, okay. Like, I was getting annoyed. I had answered the question at the time. I guess I was 34. And I was like, I'm 34. And then like just kept asking, and I was like, what is going on right now? Why are we still on this topic? And it was like every time I like was doing, because I didn't used to play games and stuff in my chats, or maybe I did. I mean, I don't know what we were doing that night, but I just got so annoyed. I was like, all right guys, we're ending the stream. So I was like, you know, but yeah, asking a favor from a tree god. Knock on wood. Knocking on wood. As a cat, I am perfect by nature. Yes, you are. My Miss Megatron is banned from my room until further notice because I have a secret lab chair and they're pretty pricey and it's leather. And I was in a work meeting today, and Anakin and her were in here, and I don't even know how. Like, I thought Anakin was just in here. I didn't know Megatron was in here. I can have them one or the other in here, but I can't have them both in here together because they're wild. So Anakin's running around chasing her. She jumped on my chair and started like scratching it, and I didn't even have mute on. Like, I was in the middle of a meeting and I turned around, I was like, Megatron, stop. Thank God it was just like my two close colleagues. If it was anyone else, I probably would have just like let it happen. But I was like, there's no way she's doing this to my chair, because my storytelling chair, you can't see it because I am, you know, in front of it, but she scratched the whole back of it, and I'm just love her, but geez, don't do that. And I mean, I got this chair like secondhand, but this one, this baby right here was a really special gift from my husband, and I love this chair so much, and I want to keep it as long as possible because I had, for my desk chair, I was using like a $30 IKEA chair for the longest time, and my back, it did some damage to my back, so I needed a nice comfy chair. So Mr. Dreadful got me this one. Oh, they are a handful, Tom. Like, my husband was just like, when are you gonna stop yelling at the kids? I'm like, leave me alone. They're torturing each other. Cold water when you've been waiting for your ice to be made is the best feeling ever when you're super thirsty. I agree. I have been drinking so much water this week because I've been at the gym. So it's like, when I go to the gym, I'm constantly drinking water. If I don't go to the gym, I'm like, I'm not thirsty. And that's so bad. Never. Exactly. Demon voice, never. Oh, yeah. It was good for a while. But then when I got pregnant, it was so uncomfortable. Like, oh my God, I just remember sitting here and like crying and being in pain. And then my husband was like, yeah, we need to get you a new chair. Like, you can't be working like this. So then we got this chair, and it's so nice. And I think it's League of Legends, which I don't know, I'm not a fan or anything of that, but it's so cool. It's like, it's purple, and I don't know if you could see it. It's like, no, you can't see it. I'm so bad at like this. Okay, yeah, you can't see it. But it's purple and gold, and then in the back it has a huge dragon. And I got this around the time when I was really I am really into Fourth Wing. And oh my God, the third book is coming out the day after my birthday. I have it pre-ordered. I'm so excited. So if you don't hear from me for like 4 nights, it's because I can only read at night when baby's asleep. I'm in Fourth Wing world. Once you get a nice chair, there's no going back. I remember you getting a really nice chair, PA. I remember you showing it to me, the red one. It's so true, because it's like, you know, I'm at the age now where I don't want to mess around with my back or my legs. That's why I try to go to the gym and stay fit, because you know, I'm not a young spring chicken anymore, guys. I'm closer to 40 than I am to 30 now. And I don't want to think about that, but what are you going to do? I love dragons, Sylvia says. I do too. I'm not sure if you're like a fantasy, romantasy reader, but if you like reading about dragons, the series Fourth Wing is really good. It gripped me within the first 10 minutes of reading, and I couldn't put it down. So the first book, Fourth Wing, I read, I think a day and a half it took me. I don't know how, because baby was a baby and he slept. That's why. But then The second book took me a little longer to get into. I don't know. The main character, she was annoying me a little bit. But then after like a few chapters, I was like, okay, I got this. But I'm really excited for the third book to come out. Cries in 43. Oh no, it's okay, Goth Mommy. It's okay. I know my husband's he's about that age too, so he always jokes around me. He's like, stop saying you're old, because now you're making me feel even older. I'm like, it's fine. But it's like we're just as young as we're as old as we feel, and I still feel pretty youthful. I hate thinking like, oh, I'm 36, because it's just, I don't know, I feel like the 30s are the new 20s now, right? I'm in another, like I was in like a little group chat, and we were kind of talking about age the other day, and one woman was like saying how, she's in her 50s, but she's super pretty and everything, and like, and she's like very much in her prime, and I'm like, you're in your prime, lady, like don't even. So I mean, it's true though. It's just like 50's the new 30s, even maybe the 20s. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like nowadays there's stuff that we take care of ourselves, we're living our best lives, so it's just a number. You're not old. You're still a baby compared to old me. Oh, BD, no. Like I said, it's only as old as we feel. But I remember when I was like in my 20s, I was like, yeah, this is the best. I love being in my 20s. And then I got to 30 and I was like, I actually really enjoy being in my 30s more. I feel a little bit wiser, have more life experience. I mean, I had a lot of life experience even from a young age, but I don't know, I feel like I know a lot more now. And we're approaching the 9:30 mark. Okay, guys. Okay. Oh, and Tom says he's staring down the barrel of 40. To be honest, it's weird because I didn't think I'd make 25, but only the good die young, as they say. Yeah, I won't die until I'm like 102 then, because I'm the Queen of Dread. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, guys. I'm gonna call it for the night. Thank you so much for celebrating my birthday with me. My early birthday. I really appreciate it. I had so much fun. I always have fun on these streams. I'll see you next Friday unless something comes up. We're supposed to get more snow, so if we do, I might be home with baby boy all day and might be super tired, but you'll know by like Thursday if I'll have a stream. And I love you all, and I hope to see you soon. And there will be a new video out soon. And if you haven't watched the Texas video, go watch it, because it's actually pretty good. Alright, bye guys. Where's my mouse? I'll get good at like closing out the streams eventually. My mouse is just like, where are we? Okay, there we are. Alright.